So if you've heard about CrossFit or Hyrox and you're wondering like, okay, what is Hyrox? What is CrossFit? Let's first of all look at what they actually are to begin with, before I start telling you all the things that I have to say about CrossFit and Hyrox. So to begin with, we're just going to watch, a quick video on Hyrox, what it is for us to understand. I actually don't know if I have rights to this music. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the sound, the volume, and I'm going to play this just to make sure that we don't get in trouble with YouTube and copyright stuff. So we're going to turn off the volume, but you'll just see what's happening on screen. So if you're just listening, we're just playing a video on Hyrox, how Hyrox is performed. So right now they're doing step pull, burpees, and rowing and farmer carries the about 8 stations. And then we've got sandbag lunges and wall balls. I think this is the final station. So that is Hyrox. And as you can see, there's, singles, there's doubles. You've got relay where you have more people, kind of like track and field. And now we're going to look at this one with CrossFit. Same thing with CrossFit. Okay, so we're going to turn off. So this is no CrossFit. I'm just playing a video in CrossFit. Okay, you've got your jumping, you've got your cleans, you've got your jerks, you got the running, and yeah, skipping. You also have like lunges. Okay, handstand walks. You got farmer carries. You got so many stations with CrossFit, right? You've got your muscle ups. Yeah, dumbbell cleans, everything. You're climbing, wall climbing, squatting. You're doing all sorts of things with Hyrox, right? You've got team deadlifts, all sorts of things, right? So this gives you an idea of what Hyrox and what CrossFit is, right? Those are the two sports. This is another CrossFit. This is all right. This is Hyrox again. No, this is CrossFit. This is a CrossFit game. All right. So as you can tell, quite competitive, and they're banging their knees down, right? They're lifting the weights above their head, overhead press, and doing lunges at the same time. So as you can tell, there's a lot of momentum, movement, competitiveness. There's crowds cheering. I'm sure there's a lot of adrenaline going on right there. Yeah, so this is like the CrossFit, this is the top of the top, right? Like this is like the championships. This is 2025 CrossFit Games men's event final heat, right? There you go. Harper is the fittest man on earth, so he won the the CrossFit Games for 2025, and this was the final heat, right? So as you can see, like this guy, he's a champ, right? 2025, he's a champ, and everyone else finished after him. So right here, you can tell, like, okay, there's a lot of adrenaline. There's a lot of, I guess, people cheering. It's competitive. People trying to get first place, break records, everything. And what we're gonna do, let's see. Let's look at this one. This is now. Oh, I canceled that one. Okay, we're gonna get that back. Okay, so that was okay. So now this is also like Hyrox. So that was like competitive Hyrox. Now this is Hyrox as well.
He's
So
been
quite
hitting
similar.
highs on the ski, but I think these next two stations are important for him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And if we look at the splits here, James Kelly 17 seconds down.
So this is like a slid push, right? They're
Now
pushing,
going into the sled push, 21 seconds down. Thomas Tuerdig, Dylan Scott, he's still there, 24 seconds down. And all right, here
and
we
then
go.
they run. So yeah, so essentially they run, they do a station, they run, they do a station. This is Hyrox. So that's the kind of the difference because Hyrox is a bit more structure to it as a race. So it's like, okay, you run 1K, you do a station, you run another K, you do a station, you kind of do that in intervals, and you do 8 of those stations. So in total, you're running about 8Ks and you're doing about 8 stations. And so this is really a test of your endurance as you're running, but it's still using a bit of like the muscle and you're doing a bit more strength training as well with this sport.